Well, guys, welcome back to Derby Kingdom. A little bit of a growth today. Winds are pretty high, but it's warm and it's not raining, so optimal for a Derby building. Anyways, today we have finally taken out that gas tank. I'm gonna get the rest of the fuel drained and save that for the Derby car because that's been sitting in there since, oh, I don't even know when, because the car was parked and there was never gas put into it. Whatever gas was in it when it was parked, it was been in it. And it was that car, as far as I know, was parked there for 3 years. Fourth year here, so I can guarantee you that gas is no good. Maybe we'll throw some octane booster into it and throw it in a Derby tank. But today, like I said, we took out the gas tank. Now just having a little guy up and under. See how everything is. The subframe is definitely questionable. He's split. He got a crack going up through right there. So that's going to be my weak point, I think. That is going to be my weak point. But it's still up in there and there's no actual chunks missing. So it'll do. And the floor itself, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed on this floor. For a Newfoundland car from 1998 that has not been undercoated, not bad, I gotta say. She is actually pretty clean up in the hair. There is a hole up under the driver's seat, which is nothing. It's not like this car's gonna be restored or anything like that, so we're not worried about that. But other than that, you got your typical rust. And this is where the gas tank was too, and she is solid, absolutely solid. The frame itself is solid. The suspension for the most part is in good shape. The tire carrier is good, solid, and everything where everything bolts up. It is just the subframe itself is starting to give away, as you can tell. That's alright. She'll hold up. She's definitely strong enough to hold up for a Derby. But now the fuel tank is out. That is done. I'm just gonna push up those gas tank straps and throw that into the big ball that this thing is gonna turn into. I did have a gift actually given to me. A buddy of mine, Dylan James. Thanks, man. I'm actually really impressed. You didn't have to give this to me, but thank you very much. I usually just go with the old ratchet strap method, but I'm going to definitely use this now. Like I said, probably chop off the legs or something down on the bottom so she sits flush or whatever. Or, you know, maybe I might weld on another 2 legs, because I do like that idea. It's kind of keep the tank up off the floor, so that's smart. I like that. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks, man. That's deadly. I'm going to get that mounted up now soon that the gas tank is finally out. We're getting... we're starting to get our cage done now. I am going to go ahead and do it. I was going to do a full bolting cage, but with this material, I don't think I'm going to do it with this. I'd rather get some square tubing or something. Square tubing, I would think would do a whole lot better than this material. Like, don't get me wrong, it's tough. It's strong, it's steel. It's just, it's not one piece. And like you can tell, there's a weld spot there, and then it goes on for a while, and there's a weld spot there, and it goes on. So I mean, like, it's not, I don't think it would be the best, but for a compact show here in Newfoundland, I think that'll hold up just fine. Especially when he starts getting it all welded together. Maybe I'll throw some smaller tubing on the inside of that just to double it up or something. I don't know, maybe not. Who's that? We'll see. But yeah, managed to get this tire fixed. He just needed to be blown up real well and the bead popped back on, and that was perfect. But this tire over here is mangled, so this one's gonna have to be rebeaded. I found the spot where it's leaking air too, and if you don't put pressure on it, it don't leak air. But as soon as you put pressure on it, as in letting the car down, she starts to leak right there. So yeah, you can see mud and everything coming out of there. So bead needs to be put back on. But it says fuck off. That's nothing. Other than that, man, there's not a whole lot left. And now that the gas tank has dropped out of her, there's even less now to be done. But Listen, saying all this car no longer needs to be up on these ramps. She can finally come down out of this. So, just trying to think now if this is something that I'll tackle today or tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Not much, but it's still supposed to rain nonetheless. So, and like I was saying, I don't really want to destroy the property, even though it pretty much is. In a way, this was all grass 3 years ago. But, like I said, it's not really, it is our property, but it's not our property, so whatever. Anyways, enough about that. Gas tank is dropped. We're going to get our gas tank mounted in there somewhat. We probably won't go all the way today, but we'll get it started. And we're going to look at getting this thing off of here. She's been up on these ramps since October of last year, last fall. She has been up here, so I would really like to be able to get her down. And there's not much really keeping her up there now. The only reason why she really needed to be up there was for the gas tank, and that's over there. So, anyways, we'll see what happens. Well, guys, I still haven't gotten that mount put down in yet. This is a different day. It's been kind of crappy the last few days. She's coming to an end, though. I'm starting to get my painting, I guess, done somewhat. Starting to get some stuff written on the car. I'm not big into it like I was there a couple of years ago. I think I'm starting to get out of the whole wanting to have a good paint job, and I just want to run this thing. I really just want to run it. She's getting out to the end, though. I gotta still rebead my front tires. Other than that, not a whole lot. I gotta mount my fuel cell. That's gotta get done. I do have to cut a couple legs off it. I don't know, it's not working out in this car or whatever. It's weird. So, anyways, I'm gonna get those cut out, get that all mounted. It will not be welded down, bolting it down, because I'm definitely gonna want to keep that. Anyway, but other than that, she's coming down to the end. I don't think I'm going to go with my door bar. I don't think I'm going to bother to do that. Not for the small cars. And for what's running over in Gillum's. Not trying to sound like I'm praising myself or anything, but this is probably going to be one of the most built cars over there, because it's not big in Newfoundland. It's not big. Not yet. This is why we're doing this, so we can start getting it big. I know probably 2 other people that's probably going to have well-built vehicles, so it's starting. But yeah, other than that, I'm just trying to get everything cleaned up. I got my my header and everything cleaned up, because she was starting to look a little rusty. She's been, well, as you can tell, she's been on there since February. So yeah, I got to get that cleaned up, but that's going to be coming off obviously after. If the engine is good, I'll be taking the whole engine out, so it won't be coming off. But other than that, we're going pretty good. I still need to finish my cage. I don't have a welder, and the guy that's kind of doing a lot of my welding for me is down right now because of after the incident that we had here. But that, I think I'm going to go ahead along with that. I got my other piece here in the shade to go up through the other side, and literally I just need to cut one more piece for the top. So why not? I'm almost done. It's almost there. It just needs to be welded together, really. So yeah, I think we'll be running the cage this year. Not 100%. Not 100%. We'll see what happens. Stuff is starting to get rushy. This car needs to be done because Camry needs to come out here. And in order for me to get the Camry out here, I got to get this car done. Now, we did do a fair bit of work to this. The rear is off the ground now. She's no longer scraping. She do have clearance, because when we were taking her off the trailer and pushing her in the driveway, the whole rear end, that was just scraping across the ground. So we got that up, which is a bonus. We managed to get that far. We tried to get her running there the other day, but we believe the starter might be stuck. I'm hoping it's the damn starter. I really hope the engine is not stuck, because this is not my car and I don't really have the time or the place for it. This thing has got to go so that the Camry can come out here, and that, if it runs, she got to be put out back. And my buddy is showing up with me, or showing up to me here at the house next weekend with my another new car. I have a fresh car coming that I haven't spoke about. I'll put up a picture. But yeah, after the two-door being a hunk of junk and rusty and whatnot, we're not going to bother to do that anymore. Because, well, she's gone to the scrapyard. My buddy, I think, is going to be getting the Lincoln. And I'm getting a fresh car. So, this thing has got to be done. This thing has got to be moved within the next couple of days. And I don't have a whole much left to do. Gas tank needs to be mounted. My computer and everything needs to be mounted. My computer's not mounted yet. Those mats are just up there to pretty much keep the rain away from the electrical and stuff like that for now. When she goes to get transported over to Gillham's, I'm going to do it way better, because she's probably going to be sitting there for about maybe a month, 3 weeks to a month. So I don't want to, you know, lose anything just sitting around from rain and whatnot. So we're going to really tape everything up, make sure that nothing is going to get wet or ruined while it's sitting around waiting. But in the meantime, the only other things I had to do is mount this fuel cell. I have to mount my fuel pressure gauge, because that's just laid there right now, but that's where it's laid to, where it's going to be mounted, so that's not going to be a hard deal. I got to get my voltmeter installed. Don't need to, but I would really like to have it. It would make it a hell of a lot easier knowing if my alternator's gone, so I could just look over, and if she's not picking up anything on the voltmeter, well, I guess the alternator's toast, or whatever the case may be. But other than that, there's only one more thing that I got to do in here, and I've kind of been putting it out because I need like a massive tub or something to do. Like a lot of water back there. There's a lot of water back there from over the winter and everything melting and whatnot. Do you think I like the Pepsi? Can you tell I like Pepsi? But yeah, she's almost done, guys. She's almost done. She's getting there. Hopefully within the next couple of days, you guys will get a running video of this, of me putting this out front, if everything goes the way that I want it to go. And I'll come back with a quick video just to show you the gas tank install. That's not going to be very hard. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit first, and I got to get some legs cut off of it, but it won't take very long. Anyways, guys, Camry's getting down there, and like I said, we got a fresh car to build within... See, I don't know if he said this weekend or the following weekend. So you guys will definitely be updated, and I'll let you know exactly what's going to go along with that. But yeah, hopefully within the next couple of days, we'll get that Lincoln running. She'll be right back here. This one will be right out front, and pretty much just little knickknacks. That's not even really worth it. Like I said, I'll give you guys a video of mounting up that fuel cell mount. Thanks again, Dylan James, buddy. That was awesome. I wasn't expecting that, and I've never tried one before. Like I said, I've always used the ratchet straps, so I want to see how that goes. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much done, guys. It's pretty much done. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, and give us a like or shoot us a comment or something like that. Stay tuned. The Derby is coming up. It's almost May now, and the Derby is on June 26th, which is going to be a Saturday. I know we did live stream it last year for COVID, and it wasn't the greatest. I'm not sure. Well, it was a perfect idea, but what I mean by that is, like, the service, we were down in a very excluded area or whatnot, where the cell service and internet service, stuff like that, is very, very hard to pick up. But I hope we do it again this year. Maybe we can try something a little bit different, get a booster or something, so that you guys can see, because guaranteed, I'd say with COVID, we probably won't be having more spectators again this year, but that's not a guarantee. Stay tuned, and you guys will find out. And I got my fingers crossed for you, because nothing better than hearing you guys cheer in the crowd. Anyways, guys, keep building, stay safe. See you in the next one.